Welcome back to another Real Talk Reaction. This one's for WandaVision, Season 1, Episode 3.
Yes, and we got executive producer Liz Sith coming through to say, love the reaction, guys. I really enjoyed this episode and I'm enjoying the ride so far, but they really need to reveal some plot details or give me something very quickly, or this will end up being just a sitcom rather than a Marvel show.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the next
one. I'm sure they're going to get
Oh, they're gonna bring it.
Yeah, they're gonna
alright, and then a couple comments from YouTube. Samoon Sloth is mine.
Samoon Sloth is mine.
Oh, Sir, I'm sorry.
Samoon Sloth.
I'm sure it's a clever thing and I'm not getting it.
Samoon Sloth.
So, Carol, no, I don't think that's it. Alright, Carol Danvers had a friend named Maria Rambeau, and Maria's daughter, Monica, is in the show. There is no Jessica Rambeau.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm merging two names together, but there's a lot of Jessicas in Marvel. Sorry.
Sorry. Thank you for correcting us. It's the comment that should have came. Alright.
Petty to me.
Alright. 12 Chapman comes in to say, hello guys, you're a bit behind, but I like it. Oh, no people are breaking character. We in the 60s in this episode, going to the 70s, and then colored next. That woman playing Dottie was in Buffy as Anya, and she didn't like bunnies. She was also a half demon in Buffy, and an interest. Dottie is the blonde girl with the attitude in the show.
Okay.
She was also a half demon in Buffy, and is interesting. And it is interesting because people think she might be a sorceress named Clea. I don't know who that is.
Two sorcerers now we got going on.
Yeah. And then we have Ghost 8386. And by the way, I've watched every single episode of Buffy. I need to look back and see who that girl is because she didn't look familiar to me at all. My favorite part of this episode was Born Drunk Vision. Oh, yeah. Born Drunk Vision and hearing people say for the children was creepy. For the children.
For the children. Yeah.
During this episode. Easter eggs for this episode. The second ad in the universe name drops one of its most notorious villains with a commercial for a watch named after Baron Wolfgang. Baron Wolfgang von Strucker, the Hydra Masteron who has a long history with Scarlet Witch. He experimented on her and Quicksilver, even giving them their powers. Again, a commercial in the world of recalls trauma for its heroine. There's more. The time on the watch is 242, which should send all fans back to their comic collections of number 242, tells the story of Vision being repaired after his deactivation. Part of the same story arc that was possibly referenced by the calendar in the first episode. This one isn't hard to catch, but when the red toy helicopter breaks the fantasy of the black and white world that has been created, it has a clear sword logo on it.
Yeah.
It also doesn't feel too coincidental that the color recalls the bright red of Tony Stark and Iron Man. And although the creators have often used red to break the black and white facade, and the color is associated with the powers of Scarlet Witch, red is everywhere on the show. Get used to it. Yeah. After the planning meeting with Dottie, Wanda hears interference on the radio and a voice says, "Who is doing this to you, Wanda?" Yeah. This is actually an auditory Easter egg in that the voice is credited to Randall Park, who played Jimmy Woo in and can be spotted in the show's trailer. Woo worked for S.H.I.E.L.D., and so it's easy to believe that he now works for S.W.O.R.D. But why is he trying to reach Wanda, and who is doing this to her?
Yeah.
In the comics, he founded a group called the Agents of Atlas. Could that play a role here? Anything is possible. That was a great comment.
Yeah, man. Deep in there.
Yeah. Alright, let's get to episode 3 right now.
Yep. Definitely pregnant.
Oh, well, that much we figured.
It's just kind of taken us by surprise. Just kind of suddenly, quite suddenly, wasn't it? I mean, practically overnight. I mean, how did this happen?
You see, when a man and a woman love each other very much.
Well, we're just tickled pink. Or blue.
You're about 4 months now. Is that right? I thought as much. We let the little ladies keep tabs on their growing babies with fruit. Makes it simple for them. At 4 months, the fetus is about as big as a pear. At 5 months, a papaya, 6 grapefruit.
Angle.
I can't wait to be a proud papaya.
fucking convenient.
Yeah.
Nesting. The overwhelming urge during pregnancy to clean, organize, and spare the home for the new baby.
See, you're an expert already. We've got nothing to worry about.
Well, nothing to worry about outside of morning sickness, mood swings, aching back and... Darling, you should probably...
Your personal best.
Yes! I'm nothing if not prepared.
I mean, that's without a movie, baby.
Oh!
Ooh. Do any of your books talk about this? It's, not a painful, but a strange.
A tightening sensation?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes. Braxton Hicks contractions, also known as false labor, usually starts in the third trimester. Named after John Braxton Hicks in 1875. Oh, yes. Oh, excellent. Gives us a chance to work on our breathing exercises. It should go like this. Yes, I know what you mean. But it's more than that, isn't it? This room is hard, dimmer. Outside with her. I think something's wrong here, Wanda. Yes, I know what you mean.
What the fuck was that?
The truth is...
See, she doesn't like when shit's too real.
Oh, so she just...
Or somebody's manipulating it.
I'm anxious to...
We just don't know what to expect.
No?
Will the baby be human or synthesoid? A bit of both?
If he's anything like his mom, he will be.
Yeah, like they blink the bad stuff out of it.
Or is she blinking the bad stuff out of it?
Oh no, darling, are you alright?
This is a real one.
What?
I thought you said Friday afternoon.
I didn't consider that the timings between developmental benchmarks could be quite random.
Why can't I hear a robot still have human villains?
Yes, darling, thank you, it's passing.
Things.
Oh, shoot.
Wanda, what's up? It's 75 degrees out. You making a fashion statement?
Well, hi, Geraldine. You know, now's not really a good time.
No. It's Foxy. You'll have to let me borrow it sometime. But first, I gotta borrow a bucket. Not to wear, to use. Some help.
No! I mean, no, thank you!
Bingo!
Would you look at that?
What?
Fruit!
Wanda.
Would you look at that?
Well, good luck with the lady.
You know you're
Does she
crazy,
see all the
right?
things happening?
Wanda, I can hear you.
No, she does see it.
I may be late to the party, but I imagine there is a logical explanation. Oh, it's all perfectly natural. Hey, you're doing great. You're doing great. Look at me. Look at me. Come on.
Walk this time?
I do owe you a debt of gratitude.
Well, Dr. Nielsen, I hope you're still able to make your trip.
Ah, yes, my trip. I don't think we'll get away after all. Small
Get away.
towns, you know. So hard to escape.
Escape. Get away, escape.
Is Geraldine inside with Wanda?
Yes, what?
You're such a strong lady.
Can you believe it? Twins!
I'm a twin. I had a brother. His name was Pete.
It's true. Are you done, America? Are you coming?
There's nothing wrong with that.
No home.
What?
So she left, honey. She had to rush home.
Big ass portal thing. Alright, that was episode 3 of WandaVision, and man, this is why Marvel does it so right every time. I mean, it's not enough that we already invested 20 years up in this piece. Okay? Was it 2010? So, a long ass time we invested up in this piece. Some people a lot more longer than other people, but this thing right now, what we got going on, it is just fantastic. And again, it's been so long since we've seen something from Marvel. They come back with it and they still got you enthralled of what is going on. That's the best. That is one of the geniuses of what they do. Of having all of this stuff tied up into something so to get you thinking, to keep you holding on, hooked on, to keep you just looking around. And this was no shortening of that. This was brilliant again. I can't wait to see what else is going on because we are totally getting to what we got to get to. And we can totally see now how Scarlet Witch is probably about to go ham when she found out all this shit is a ruse. Okay? So, I'm loving it. I ain't even finna say nothing else about it because I was just enthralled into it. So, I can't wait to see the next episode and what else we got going on after this. I'm done.
Yeah, I think just to add on to what you said too, for those of us who've simply watched the movie, I don't want to say simply, we are committed to watching the movies and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and we're committed to watching the show too, and yet we didn't read the comics. I think they do such a good job of making sure that audience, us specifically, are just as like excited and invested in the content. Because we're waiting to see like what is the thing, where is this going, and I love the fact that it was in full color this time. I think that just adds this different ambiance to it. We get to see our favorite characters as we know and love them, and
a total name drop up in this piece.
Yeah, so I thought that was fantastic. I loved what they did with Monica as far as introducing her and like they definitely elevated the freaking creepy factor. I was thinking the entire show too, if you took out the laugh track and legitimately put in any other track, this show would be so creepy because of all the awkward, weird stances, the weird things that don't connect. It's so clever that they put the laugh track to try to make it seem that it's not, but legitimately, if you played the exact same episode with any other track that wasn't a laugh track, it would be significantly creepier. But I loved it. I can't wait to see. I legitimately can't wait to watch episode 4. Now that we finally got to see outside of what's going on too. And how does that play into everything and what is actually going on?
How did she get there? Why is she there? Who's holding her there? Or is she holding herself there? That is a bunch of questions right there that we just gotta solve.
And it seems like she has control of like when things get too real, she shifts or pivots. But like, is it her that's doing? It just seems that she's in control in those moments.
Yeah, and Sora totally know where she at. They know where it's at right now, where it's happening, the phenomenon.
But yeah, so I can't wait for episode 4.
Yeah.
Solid episode, love this one from start to finish. Like you said, just completely enthralled and waiting for like the reveals and where are we going and can't wait for more.
Yep. All right. Well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for WandaVision Season 1, Episode 3. And until next time, people, peace.